The phone vibrated while I was lowering the coffin. Not rang, vibrated. A polite insistence against my thigh, like it didn't know where it was. Like it didn't care. The ropes burned my palms as the weight shifted. Wood against earth. Final. The sound of dirt hitting the lid came next, soft at first, then heavier, each thud measured, controlled. I did not cry. I had already done that weeks ago, in private, where it couldn't humiliate me. I glanced at the screen. A photo notification. Champagne flutes. A table by a window. Her smile. My wife. Her head tilted toward a man I recognized even before I let myself accept it. His hand was on her knee, familiar, intimate, practiced. The caption burned colder than the grave beneath my feet. To freedom. No baggage. The cemetery wind moved through the trees. Leaves whispered. My son was 8 feet below me, 9 years old, alone. Because his mother had said she couldn't handle funerals, I locked the phone, finished the burial, drove home in silence. That night, the house felt too large, too hollow. His shoes still by the door, his cereal bowl in the sink. I sat at the kitchen table and replayed the photo frame by frame. Her wrist, the watch I bought her, still on, still mine. I told myself there was an explanation. There always is, when you're weak enough to want one. The next day, she came home smelling like citrus and alcohol. She kissed my cheek, missed my eyes. How was everything? She asked. Quiet, I said. She nodded. Too fast. That was when I noticed it. The absence. No grief, no cracks. Just relief, poorly disguised as exhaustion. Our son had died 3 weeks earlier. Sudden illness. Complications. Doctors used words that sounded like apologies. I buried him alone. She said she needed space. What she meant was distance from me, from him, from the lies she'd been living in for years. I didn't accuse. I didn't ask. I observed. I watched how she guarded her phone like it was breathing, how she took calls on the balcony, how she deleted messages before coming inside. I noticed the new lingerie tags still attached, hidden beneath old sweaters. I noticed the way she flinched when I said our son's name, as if it accused her. At night, while she slept, I checked the phone records. Just numbers, patterns, one contact, repeated. Late nights, early mornings. I knew that number. Her ex-lover. The one she'd sworn was ancient history. The one who once tried to buy my company and failed. I requested the DNA test results I'd authorized weeks ago, under the guise of medical closure. They arrived quietly. A sealed envelope. No drama. I already knew what they would say. I opened it anyway. 0% probability. My hands didn't shake. My heart didn't race. Something else happened instead. Everything went silent. Memories rearranged themselves. Her distance when our son was born. The way she never let me sign certain school forms. The arguments whenever I suggested a blood test for his condition. He wasn't mine, but he was still my son. And she had known. I waited 2 days. Then I placed the report on the kitchen table between us, next to her coffee. She saw it, froze. "What's this?" she asked, though her voice already knew. "Medical," I said. She read. Her face collapsed inward. Tears came fast, desperate. "I was going to tell you," she whispered. I nodded. "After the funeral?" Silence. After that, everything unraveled quickly. For her. Slowly. Precisely. For me. I forwarded documents, bank statements, emails, proof of her affair, proof of their plan. They weren't just celebrating freedom. They were planning to take my company. She had given him access. Signatures. Internal forecasts. She thought love made her invisible. It made her sloppy. The board meeting was brief, clinical. Her ex-lover attended, confident, smiling, until the screens lit up. Emails, messages, dates, champagne photos. Contracts altered without consent. My wife reached for me. I didn't look at her. The vote was unanimous. Charges followed. By the time she understood what was happening, it was already over. Later, she found me in the empty house. Boxes packed. Her voice broke. "You ruined me." I finally met her eyes. "No," I said. "You ruined yourself." I just stopped protecting you. She sank to the floor. I stepped over her. Now, the house is quiet again. But it's different. Cleaner. Empty in a way that doesn't ache. I visit my son's grave every week. I tell him the truth. All of it. He deserves that. I don't hate her. Hate requires attachment. I buried that too. Some people think revenge is loud, messy, bloody. They're wrong. The most permanent damage is done calmly, by someone who has already let go.